Hey tubers, Bart 49ers corner coming at you. Got a mail day for you. I know there's a gang of you at Nationals. Bunch of lucky bastards. Still haven't been to one of those, but one day it'll happen. I'm not holding my breath though, but eventually I'll move closer to it or just have some free time from work that I can sneak away or something like that for about that week. And I'm looking forward to it whenever it is. But got some mail for you. But first, got a care package in from the Salty Sea Dog, Jim Cunningham. Much appreciated, sir, whatever's in here. And I got a note and a graded card. Try not to spoil. Bart, just one card for you, but I think you need it. Much appreciated, Jim. And plan on hitting you back, but it's whatever I hit you back with is that PSA right now. I just sent it, and so you're gonna get it in like 8 or 9 months from now. So stay tuned for that. But very nice. He hit me with a Jose Abreu rookie card. I've been trying to get one of these for a couple years now. Since he's on the Sox, it kind of goes under the radar and everything like that, but hits for average. It just gets all the numbers that you want. He's not the youngest of guys, so he's not going to hit the major statistical milestones, but still killing it regardless. And I just bought a couple months ago about 5 of those raw, and I don't know where people are storing crap, but I mean, it literally had like dry soda spots on it. You could, you had to look at it for a second, but you could see like the caramelized Coca-Cola dried up on the cards. What are you doing to me? So they were all just junk, which sucks. I didn't pay much for them, but still, such is life. Very sweet, Jim. Much appreciated there, bud. And then pickups from me. No particular order here. Since I'm doing PSA subs, start looking around for cards that you might need as placeholders. So here's one, Michael Sinclair. Buddy hit me up. He was pretty active on the registry and said he's probably going to submit some sets, and one of them is the annual sack leader. And a lot of those annual sack leaders eventually are in the all-time sack leader sets, but there's a fair amount of them that aren't. Well, Sinclair is one of them. He was the sack leader in '98. Had a couple Pro Bowls, I think, 96 to 98, but just didn't get the career numbers, somewhere in the low 70s, to make the all-time set. And right now the all-time set is, whoever built it, it was 97.5 sacks was the lowest dude on there. Dexter Manley, I think, was that person with 97.5. So now we're letting everybody in at 97.5 or above because it's a statistical set. So with 70s, he's not going to make it. But in case that set goes in, I'm going to enjoy it because I do like my sack guys. So I picked that one up. I picked this one up thinking it would have been the one in that set as well, the Sean Merriman. For those that remember, he's a fellow Terp alum like myself. Well, I say alum. I have no idea if he graduated or not. Actually, we went to the same high school as well. He's about 3 years younger than I am, though. But I thought this would be his primary rookie card. But this is the artist proof version of the Zenith. So a cool card because it's in his Maryland uniform, and I dig it and I like it. But it wouldn't go to that set. But he was a sack leader as well for a season. Had 3 tremendous seasons coming out, and then just literally dead in the water after that. Picked up a Chandler Jones prospecting for my all-time sack leader set. This one is not centered well at all. If you can see how big that silver border is at the bottom and how small that one is at the top there, that won't grade well at all, but good to have a raw one just in case you can't find one. But he's got 77 sacks right now, and he's only 29 years old, so unless some real injuries get after him, he'll be in that all-time set. And then prospecting as well a little bit. Well, here's one more football prospect, I guess. Marshall Yanda. No love for the offensive lineman, so his best card is just the tops from 2015, even though he's been around since 2010, something like that. This was his 5th or 6th year before he got a card. But played 8 seasons, or been in the league 8 seasons. No, I take that back. He's been in since like 07. But he didn't get good until about the 4th year. So 7 out of his last 8 seasons, been a Pro Bowler. The one season he didn't make 2 years ago, broken ankle, and he was basically out from September. So killing it. One of the linemen of this current generation, if you will. So he'll be definitely in there. This one's got some chipping in the one corner. So I got another 1 or 2 of those on the way. Baseball prospecting now for the same reasons. I like to keep up to a certain degree with the Baseball Hall of Fame sets, especially on the modern side, just the modern side, I should say, because I haven't even put any work in or effort resource-wise to get in the vintage rookies. But when I'm looking at Mariano Rivera rookie going for like $500, and now the damn Doc Holliday one is 400 or something in a gym, and he kind of, in my opinion, you know, to the casual guy, came out a little bit out of nowhere for the first ballot Hall of Fame and stuff like that. I was like, all right, crap, who's that next person? Where I don't know if I'll be able to ever swallow $400 for Holiday. So we'll see about that one. But so I was like, who's the next one for that? And so as I was looking it up, Billy Wagner came up as one of those prospects, or prospective Hall of Famers there. 422 saves, 2.31 ERA, 7 All-Star appearances. The 2 guys in his era that had more saves and things like that and were bigger were Hoffman and Mariano. So they're in. You know, so I could see this guy eventually getting in. I got 6 of these cards, and the centering, well, they all look fantastic. If you compare them, the centerings are all over the freaking place. So I'll be searching eBay for PSA 10 of this set and seeing where their centering is, and so I'll figure out which ones of these are actually centered, because there's going to be a couple that are way the heck off center. Picked up another Fred Warner. I think this one's disco. Don't hold me to that, but it looks pretty damn cool. Not numbered. A Basketball Hall of Fame. This was just tossed in a bid. Thought it was a cool card. Obviously, this is all-time great. This was a guy was like 10-time All-NBA first team 10 years in a row. That's big time back in the day. Bob Pettit from 57. Not the greatest centering, but decent price, 5. Thought it was cool. And that is my 5th NBA PSA card. And then let's see. Still doing the Bosa Rainbow. I think I'm done. I got the orange one in the way. I have to discount double check that one. That is the red out of $2.99. Here is the base out of $6.99. All of the ones I've gotten have looked great except this base out of $6.99. So I gotta get another one of those, but because the corner is literally bent on that. But I'm glad it wasn't one of the numbered ones. I think I still got the pink and the orange on the way, and that'll be the end of that rainbow. To include the 101. Got the Jimmy G purple 2019 score. I just love this, the look of this set. I don't think I'm changing the rainbow or anything on him, but I got a couple of them. And then last but not least, got a Hall of Fame pickup. 72 tops. Rayfield Wright. One of the lower pop ones, so I think it's a bit of a premium compared to a lot of the other Hall of Famers. And O lineman. I'd honestly been looking for a nice 7. And 8s are damn. 8 seemed like the rarest one of them all, so it was kind of weird. And I saw a 9, and I was like, all right, you caught me at the beginning of a card budget period, so I had the funds to go get him. So I got the 9. And if you watched the last video, I only got the Ozzie Newsome in an 8 from 79 because I picked this one up in a higher grade than I thought it was. So pretty cool there. Happy to have it. And I think I got like 2 cards left for the modern NFL Hall of Fame set to go, which is pretty cool. Until they elect a bunch more people, but that's all I got for you. Shout out to Jim for the care package, and shout out to all those at Nationals. Keep posting your purchases, your gatherings. You just, you know, grab ass with each other. We're all enjoying it because we're not there. Later.